Hello and welcome to Biomedical Qingdao, China. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Guangsheng Wang. I oversee the international department at Biomedical. We hope you can benefit from today's webinar from Qingdao and Biomedical to the world.
Hello and welcome to today's Biomedical web channel training webinar. I'm Peter Peterson, Director of International Business Operations and Marketing Departments here at Biomedical. Before we move on, I want to quickly point out the reason for the video you just watched. We are proud of our growth over the last few years, and to be more specific, we are now in more than 160 countries, currently have 500 plus intellectual property patents, 300 plus certified medical devices, and have reached over 1 billion people. Now that's some achievement by the greater team and our global partners. I am also coming to you today from our exhibition hall here in Qingdao, China. If you took a quick walk around the hall, you would have the opportunity to see most of Biomedical's products and solutions. Actually, let's give you a quick look before we move on. And if you are interested in seeing the exhibition hall, then go to our website at www.biomedical.com. Then click on the banner as we are showing you now, or scan the QR code on the screen. Then take a virtual tour from the world's leading manufacturer of IoT biomedical cold chain equipment, and you can see all our solutions, from U-Blood, U-Vaccine, U-Biobank, U-Reagent, and U-Lab, and please find time to take a look and tell us what you think. But of course, we hope in the very near future we can host you here at Biomedical HQ in Qingdao, China. For now, let's head to the team to kickstart the webinar, where we'll cover key points about our products and solutions that help you best position our products, and also take a look at our competitive advantages and some comparisons against our competitors. We'll also touch on how to better understand the needs of your customer. You will see some case studies, and you will learn more about the Hire Group and Biomedical, who we are, and our broader reach right across the world. A very strong base for your customers' trust from a truly global company. If you have any questions, please feel free to add them into the chat below and send us a message. If not, please email us at inquiry@hirebiomedical.com or contact your trusted sales manager here at Biomedical. As we have a lot to get through, I'm now going to hand over to the team to take us through most of today's training. Thank you, and now over to the team.
Thank you, Peter. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Biomedical Think Tech Thursday webinar. Think Tech Thursday is Biomedical hosted online conference to introduce Biomedical products and solutions. It's intended to help our partners to understand the products and how to sell. During this training session, we are going to present UAT freezers and biomedical freezers. My name is Chris Su. I'm responsible for Central Europe market, and I'm also UK support manager. Biomedical have a wide range of -86 UAT freezers and -25, -30, -40, -60 biomedical freezer. We are going through each one during today's meeting. We have the following parts of the contents. Part 1 is background, Part 2, product series, Part 3, case sharing, Part 4, FAQs, Part 5, the last one, foreseen upcoming events. So Part 1 is background. This part is to introduce applications of UAT freezers and pre-simple or refrigeration system. UAT freezer typically operates between -40 to -86, and most common set between -70 to -80, which is the best temperature for mid to long-term storage. It's used for storing biological samples like virus, bacteria, cells, preparations, tissues, organs, blood components, cuties, and etc. Samples kept in UAT freezers can be still vital after thawing. Occasionally, UAT freezer used for storing drugs, enzymes, and chemicals, and sometimes are used within material science. Who use these products? Almost any lab. For example, biology, molecular biology, genomics and genetics, medicine, biomedical science, biochemistry, veterinary science, clinical and pathology. These labs are located in colleges, universities, research centers, hospitals, blood centers, army, police offices, customs, and etc. UAT freezers are also applied in disease control center, biobank, pharmaceuticals, vaccination center, industries like electric components tests. Work technology. Cascade refrigeration system is the most common for UAT freezers. The system have two compressors which are combined to cool down and maintain -86 degrees Celsius temperature. On the left, the red is high stage. On the right, the blue is low stage. In the middle is heat exchanger, which works as evaporator of high stage as well as condenser of low stage. Dry filters are used to filtering impurities during circling. Oil separator is used to separating oil from going to the system. Capillary tubes are used both high stage and low stage to expanse refrigerants. Suction accumulator is differentiating liquid and gas refrigerants. Pressure switch is protection device and off when pressure exceeds. The evaporator of second stage is the actual one to cool down the air in the cabinet. The condenser of the first stage are cooled by the motor fans. From outer bottom we see filter to barrier dust and contaminations. It's washable and can be cleaned. Most of higher UAT freezers are use this cascade system. However, our twin-cool UAT freezers use redundant refrigeration system. On-the-counter and compact UATs use auto-cascade system with only one compressor. -150 cryo-freezer is 4-stage cascade system. These 4 technologies are the main ones we use. Well, let's move to product series. The first one is -150 cryo freezer. It's a star product and the world-leading HC cryo freezer. I introduce later. Second part is -86 UAT freezer. We have high-end twin-cool dual system series, frequency conversion series, energy-saving touch series, energy-saving series, and economic series. Third is consumables. Rowan and Lawrence will present these 2 parts. Fourth part is biomedical freezer from -60, -40, -30, and -25 will be presented by Joe and Stella. We have plenty of models for the products range. How the model number is known. So let's see. The first 2 letters, DW, means deep freezer. Any freezer below 0 is with these 2 letters. then dash temperature. So this one is minus 86, and this can be alternative minus 150 and minus 40, minus 60, etc. And then is the configuration. So L means upright, W means chest, and then the capacity in liters. For example, this one is 490 liters. The last part is product series. So E means economic series, G means silver energy saving series, BP means silver ultimate frequency conversion series, S means twin cool redundant refrigeration system series, T touchscreen, 9 the silver with touchscreen, W means water cooled. First of all, I would like to introduce cryo freezer DW-150W209. From the previous explanation, it's a deep freezer minus 150 chest 209 liters touchscreen. Please follow me to the showroom to see the actual freezer.
We will unveil the world's first HC cryogenic freezer. We are happy to launch the world's first cryogenic HC ultra-low temperature freezer manufactured by Biomedical. It's ideally suited for low storage and cryogenic in laboratories and uses hydrogen carbon refrigerant to achieve ultra-low temperature of minus 150 degrees Celsius. It's a cryogenic mechanical freezer and star products of Biomedical. From the top, it's equipped with 10.1 touch screen, and it indicates the inner temperature and the ambient temperature, set point, and voltage of the freezer as case examples. The touch screen is a slight angle, which is easy for operate and read. The handle is easy to hold and opens the door. The door can be fixed at a assertive position for convenient re-access and retrieve samples. There are two foam inner lids that is put on top of the freezer. And at the back, there's an access port. The freezer can be applied to multiple racks. And it can be standard with 12 high racks. And also lower options are 10 racks and 8 racks. The installation is 140 millimeter with inside the VIP panels. There are dual gaskets around the outer door, and this helps to reduce the power consumption a lot. So in case of power failure, the temperature can be held from minus 140 to minus 100 degrees Celsius for 150 minutes. This finger of competitor is only 120 minutes. We have several ergonomic design for this freezer. Adjustable foot, magnetic grid, which is easy to remove and clean the condenser. The grid is, the hinge is a stainless steel integrated hinge. What are the USPs for this freezer? So we have 4 unique sales points. The first one is hydrogen carbon refrigeration system. It's super energy saving. The GWP is 0, which is absolutely green freezer to the environment.
as the power consumption is 25 kWh per day. The second is with touch screen controller. You can easily increase temperature curve, alarms, events, and the standards of the freezer or the touch screen. And all the data are downloadable. The third is it provides 5 volts power supply port to provide power supply to devices like data logger. The fourth is it's optional for higher biomedical IoT module, which is a remote monitor the actual standards of the freezer. We also have 8 advanced features of this freezer. The first one is the internal temperature uniformity is less than -+5 degrees Celsius. The second is it's a quiet freezer and with low level noise. The third is it's a reliable 4-stage cascade refrigeration system. Dual compressors provides high efficiency. The fourth is its big capacity and small footprint. So it can fit 12 units, 12 box high racks. That is total 144 boxes, which is 400 vials or samples more than the competitors' 230 liters model. The fifth one is multiple alarms. This freezer provides multiple alarms like high, low temperature, door open, hot condenser, low battery, power failure, and etc. The next it's applied a wide range of room temperature from 10 degrees Celsius to 32 degrees Celsius. It also applies occasionally 38 degrees Celsius room temperature in critical situation for a short time. The last one is data connection. It have USB data interface that is for 10 years data storage. And the RS485 is a standard connection. The last date connection is a GI contact, remote alarm contact. That's all what I present today for the cryogenic freezer. For more information, you can reach your Higher Biomedical contacts or visit our website, www.higherbiomedical.com. Please stay with us and follow Ron to introduce Higher Biomedical -86 high-end UAT freezer. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. Hi, everyone. This is Ron Liu, and I'm in charge of the CRS market in Higher Biomedical. Very happy to make this training with you all today. I will focus on the BP series and the Twinkle series in this training.
For the ULT freezers, at present we have 6 series, except the Smart Frequency BP series and the Twinkle S series. We also have another 4 series, the Energy G series with touchscreen, water-cooled series, frequency and draw system, and energy saving G series. In this 6 series, we have 2 new models. The DW86L828BP-ST was launched in the market in Q4 in 2022, while the DW86L51G, this one will be launched in market in Q2 this year. Firstly, let's introduce you the frequency conversion ULT freezer. At present, for the BP series, we have 2 kinds, one with the LED screen, another one is the touch screen, and every can have 4 models. You can say it's special 4 sale points. Firstly is hydrocarbon refrigeration and frequency conversion technology. The second point is superior uniformity. Ensure the uniformity of -4 plus 3 Celsius degree to satisfy the 3Q standards for pharmaceutical. The third point is low noise. These models, the noise is around 43.5 to 47 decibel. The fourth point is the low power consumption. Take 8 to 9 bpt as an example. The power consumption is 8.7 kWh per day. For the BP series, the designs and the cell points, let's go to the exhibition hall. I will show you there.
Hi everyone, welcome to the exhibition room. And this one is our frequency conversion model, DW86L829BPT. And you can say it's a very classic design. And you can put the files here, the pen here. And this one is a touch screen. It shows the timely temperature. And you also can manage this freezer through this touch screen. The NFC and the fingerprint functions are optional. And here you can say in the side have the USB port. This is a solid handle, enhanced handle with a lock, and a padlock can be added if you need it. Let's open it. A multi-layered gas case and a pressure equalization port are set on the main door. This freezer has 4 compartments. Let's open the inner door. Each compartment has 6 racks inside. You can put 6 unit racks. And totally you can put 24 unit ranks, and it can store around 60,000 unit samples. This frequency conversion model, the key point is it has a frequency conversion technology. It can save energy at around 8.2 kilowatts hour per day. This model also has a hydrocarbon refrigeration system. This hydrocarbon refrigeration system can save around 50% energy comparing with the traditional CFC refrigeration systems. So this is the key point for this freezer. Okay, now let's back to the presentation and check the specification details for this freezer.
Welcome back. Let's continue the introduction. And for this page, I will show you the comparison with the competitors. We can say from this page, the DW86L829BP compared with Thermo's TSX60086, the cooling speed, the deviation, the energy consumption all have a big advantage. Compared with the competitors, the noise for BP series, we can say the higher DW86L829BP is only 43.5. Compared with the other models and brands, this BP series, the advantage is very clear. It's more quiet and better energy saving. Now let's say the Tranquil ULT freezer. The Tranquil series, we have 4 models. 2 model is LED screen, while another 2 is touch screen. It has 5 points. These cell points like the hydrocarbon refrigeration and the dual system technology. And one system can maintain the temperature to -80 Celsius degree if the other system fails, because it has 2 independent cooling systems. So while one system fails, And another one also can support this equipment stay at minus 80 centigrade. And for this point, our competitor is mainly the PCBI. PCBI only can reach minus 70 while one system is full. So for this point, we are much better. This is a very important still point. And it also have a superior energy conservation and optimized temperature uniformity, recovery, and stability. American Energy Star certification is the sale points for this Twin-Cool series. Okay, let's go to the exhibition hall. I will show you the Twin-Cool model.
This is our Twin-Cool series model, DW86L578ST. And we can say this is a very classic design and with a touch screen. The touch screen can show the timely temperature and also can do the management for this freezer. And the NFC and the fingerprint function are optional. This is the handle. This enhanced handle with a lock, and the padlock can be added if you need. Let's open it. The main door have a multi-layered gas case and pressure equalization port. The whole chamber is with 4 compartments. Let's open the inner door. And each compartment, you can put 4 unit ranks, totally 16 ranks for this freezer, and around 40,000 unit samples can be stored in this freezer. And for this ST series, the key point is it have 2 independent cooling systems. And while one system is in a problem, another system, cooling system, still can make this freezer achieve minus 80 centigrade. This is the key point. While the other brands, when they have only one system work, they only can arrive minus 70. And this one is also have a very fast inner chamber temperature pull down ability, and it can achieve minus 80 degree within 3 hours in a 25 centigrade ambient temperature. Okay, let's back to the presentation and check the details.
Welcome back. Let's see the Twin-Cool series compare with the competitors. The maintain temperature after system failure, the highest DW86L578ST and the 728ST. Compare with PCBI's 4 models is very clearly show a very good advantage on the maintain temperature stability. From now on, Lawrence will introduce you the G series. Welcome, Lawrence.
Thanks for everyone's lead. I'm Lawrence, the territory manager of South Europe. For next part, I will introduce our air freezer for G series.
The G series uses the foaming door both for indoor and outdoors, and use the optimized super thin VIP thermal insolution technology, which extends temperature holdover time during power failure and increase insolution efficiency by 20%. It has a high uniformity performance, ensuring the uniformity of plus minus 5 degrees. Use the hydrocarbon refrigerant technology, which can save more energy and is in accordance with the American Energy Star certification. We use the environmentally friendly hydrocarbon refrigerants, which are pollution-free, with zero ozone destruction and zero greenhouse gas effects. Take sample for the 728G. In this model, there is 4 compartments equipped with 4 independent inner doors to reduce the cooling loss when you want to upload the samples. The outdoor is with 4 gaskets, and the handle is an ergonomic handle design which allows the user to open and close the door easily. Also, it's equipped a pressure equalization port, which can open the door again in 2 minutes. Secure chart record is optional, and there's two 25mm porthole for external monitors. The display is a LED digital display, which showed the working temperature, the working voltage, also the ambient temperature. And there's also indicator lights to show the alarms. For example, the high temperature, low temperature, power failure, door open, sensor error, and low battery, water condenser, high ambient temperature. For now, 39 models of our ULT freezers has gained the American Energy Star certification. One example, the power consumption of our model 728 liters is only 10.5, less than our competitors. This slide I will introduce under-counter vertical freezers, 100 liters. It has 25mm VIP layers, and the UOT model is optional. Also, we use user reset board, parameters such as set points and alarms, real-time cabinet temperature display, alarm information, power supply and compressor set, start, stop date, standard USB port which can download the temperature record. With the ergonomic design of the door handle, had a built-in lock, also a padlock with a standard 4 keys. The inner door is double stainless steel inner door, and with 4 casters, 2-foot locks, which is easy to move, lock, and level. The filter is shelf is easy to remove to clean the filter. Next slide, I will introduce the G series with the touch screen. This model has a 10-inch large touchscreen USB interface. RS485 interface is standard, and the fingerprint lock, NFC card lock, temperature record as an option. Also, it has the easily handle filter screen, which can be easily to remove for cleaning the filter. We improve the interior door handle, and with a pluggable power key, also equipped with a pressure equalization point. Next slide, I will introduce the water-cooled series. For this series, if you want to use this series, first the room where the freezer will be installed should have a water circulation system. And the main advantage of this kind of series is the heat emitted by the compressor can be taken away by the cool water. It's standard with a 10-inch LCD touchscreen, fingerprint lock, door card lock is optional. Have an ergonomic door handle, and also with the pressure balance hole, allow the user to open and close the door easily. Standard with 2 leveling, 4 caster, easy to remove, stop, and level up. Water-cooled frequency conversion saves energies, like it can reducing 90% of the heat itself discharge. Almost no air conditioning in the room, reduce the cost by using air conditioning. Use the hydrocarbon compressor and refrigerant, green, environmentally friendly refrigerant systems. The uniformity of this freezer is ± 3 degrees. Safe and durable. It had a resettable pressure protection design, can avoid any faults from the water circulation treatment system and ensure the safe operation of the equipment, and also have a very low noise level, less than 47 decibel. Next slide, I will introduce the personal ultra freezers. It's only 51 liters, which can be used under the counter or used on the table. It uses the autocaster hydrocarbon refrigeration technology. It's energy saving, and as the capacity is smaller, with 532 millimeters width, 640 depth, and 806 millimeters height. It takes a very small space. With an ergonomic and user-friendly design, the temperature uniformity is plus and minus 3 degrees. Also, it has a very low noise level, around below 47 decibel. Okay, I will show this small model in our showroom. For more details, please come with me.
Welcome to our showroom. Beside me is the model DW86L51G. It's a personal air freezer, space saving, almost the world's smallest air freezer, and hydrocarbon energy saving refrigeration system. It's also a desktop freezer. 51 liters can store 3,000 samples. The height is only 806 millimeters, cover an area of 0.35 square meters, can be easily placed under the table, and can be stacked too without extra space. With its slim body, it's suitable for personal storage and lots of other temporary sample storage scenarios. It's using auto cascade hydrocarbon energy saving system using imported hydrocarbon compressor. The power consumption is 4.5 kilowatt hour per day, more efficient and energy saving. It's also with excellent insolution design. The door body design includes 70 millimeter insolution, 25 VIP, and 4 gaskets, and 1 stainless steel inner door, which is heat preservation, energy saving, and convenient for user cleaning. It has a very low noise. We optimize the system and using operating noise reduction technology. The noise as low as 46.8 decibel. It also has a visible, settable, storyboard data. Microprocessor controller with a temperature display precision at 0.1 degree, and the internal temperature is adjustable from -40 to -86. Multi-port. This freezer also has multi-port standard with USB interface, which allows the user to download the historical temperature up to 15 years, and standard with the remote alarm port. IS-485 can be added as an option. Ergonomic design. With the unique hook slider handle, allow the user to open the door and close the door by one hand. Also, it's standard with a 25 millimeter porthole for the independent testing. Safety design. Standard internal key, internal lock with 4 keys, which can be managed by different people, more secure. 2 free removable filter design. After use this can air freezer for a period of time, the filter can be removed. The 2 free removable filter design is more easy for user cleaning.
Welcome back. This slide showed a table, the main features compared with our competitors. So for some advantage, you can see can be pulled out, which is more flexible and convenient. And the dimension is smaller than our competitor, which is more space-saving. Also, it used hydrocarbon refrigerant. It's energy-saving and environmental protection. Our air freezers is with the VIP layers with good insulation performance and sliming. For this slide, I will introduce our accessories for our air freezers. First is the backup systems. Our liquid CO2 backup systems can be worked when the freezer didn't work properly. One thing you need to be noticed at we didn't supply the cylinder. The user need to prepare this by themselves. And the important thing is that we need a K-type liquid CO2 supply tank with a white stripe indicating deep tube. This page introduces our chat record. For the big one air freezer, we can add this chat record for the temperature recording. This slide I will introduce our rank system. We have two type ranks, A-type and B-type. A-type is for the side access, and B-type is the drawer style. You can find a page on our catalog where shows how to choose our ranks. Just give a very brief sample. For example, for the model 338G, in the middle two layers, we can choose the ranks 5, 4. 5 means 5 layers ranks. 4 means each layer can load with 4 boxes. And for the top and the bottom layers, you can choose the 4 ranks. You can choose A or B type. And the next for the model 388, we can choose 5 ranks. Each freezer can load 12 ranks. More details I will show you in the next slide. Okay, for the model 338G, in the top we can choose 3 ranks 4, and also in the bottom we can choose 3 ranks 4, and in the middle 2 layers we can choose the ranks 5, 4. If you only choose A type, then the side access style total will use the 12 ranks, stores 216 2-inch cryo box, totally 21,600 cryo vials. Okay, next I will forward to Joe. He will introduce you more about the biomedical freezers.
Thanks, Lawrence, for your detailed introduction. My name is Jiao. I'm responsible for the North American market. In the following minutes, I'd like to introduce another product series, which is our biomedical freezer. Firstly, I'd like to give you a general idea of what we have for the biomedical freezer. And secondly, I'll pick one model in the showroom to introduce in detail. So in general, our biomedical freezers have 4 temperature range, -25, -30, -40, and all the way down to -60 Celsius degree. Most of the products are available in 50 Hz with CE certification. Meanwhile, we also have some selected models that are available in 60 Hz with UL certification and even Energy Star. With all these products at different temperature range, we are able to cover different user scenarios, like the -60 freezer, or in chest style, which is widely used for the storage of biological products and especially some fishery products. While for the -25 and -30 Celsius degree freezer, mostly is for the storage of many biological materials, blood plasma, and vaccine, as we know this is also the applicable storage temperature for some COVID vaccines. While for the -40 freezer, as well as the other biomedical freezers, what in common is that most freezers are equipped with hydrocarbon refrigerant and optimized refrigeration system, which is not only environmentally friendly, but also offering better energy-saving performance. Take the new -40 model DW40L568J as example. The power consumption is only 4 kWh per day. Also, most of our biomedical freezers offer great temperature uniformity at plus and minus 5 Celsius degree, and some are even better at plus and minus 3 Celsius degree. With optimized refrigeration system, all the biomedical freezers are able to keep the noise level at the lowest level. As you can see on this slide, the noise level of the minus 25 Celsius degree and 9.3 cubic feet model is as low as 34 decibel. What's more, all of the biomedical freezers are microprocessor controlled with the display accuracy being 0.1 Celsius degree. The biomedical freezers are also equipped with 2 alarm modes. One is audible alarm, the other one is visual alarm, ensuring the safety of the freezers. Furthermore, there are multiple alarms, including but not limited to high or low temperature alarm, power failure alarm, and sensor error alarm. Lastly, most of the biomedical freezers also have standard locks and options like RS-485, USB port, and temperature recorder. Last but not least, we also have one -30 Celsius degree forced air cooling freezer, which is DW30L420F, but this model is not only available in 50 Hz. And there are also 2 spark-free freezers with explosion-proof interior which minimize the risk of any sparking inside the cabinet. So that's all about the common features of the biomedical freezers. And now I'd like to take you to the showroom to specifically introduce a -30 Celsius degree freezer, which is also our only Energy Star certified biomedical freezer. So this model is DW30L818BP. It's the only biomedical freezer that's equipped with frequency converter technology. As introduced by my colleague, this technology allows the unit to run at different speeds according to the temperature inside the unit. So with this technology, this freezer offers number 1, better temperature uniformity of plus and -3 Celsius degree, and number 2, super low power consumption of only 3.3 kWh per day for such a 28.8 cubic feet model, and number 3, the lowest noise level of only 37 decibel, and number 4, faster cooling speed. So this freezer takes less than 3 hours to reach -30 Celsius degree. And when you take a look closer, this freezer has an option of a 10-inch touchscreen and a handle that allows you to easily open the door with one hand. And when you open the door, as you can see, there are gasket on the main door and the pressure release port. Inside it, the freezer has 3 standard inner doors. Also, it has 5 adjustable shelves. Unlike many other biomedical freezers, this biomedical freezer also has all the basic alarms and options like RS-485 and the USB port, and especially some customized racks inside the unit. So this is all about my part about the biomedical freezer. And now I'd like to give it to my colleague who will introduce another unique biomedical freezer. Thank you.
Now, I'm going to be giving you a brief introduction of model DW30L1280F offered by Haier Biomedical. Now we can see this model has a large capacity. The net volume is 1,280 liters. It comes standard equipped with double handles, double locks, and NFC card lock. Please note that the touch screen is optional. We equip with LED display as standard. Now we use this NFC card to open the door. And in terms of sample storage, it's designed for both the left-right side-by-side door opening. We can see this freezer equipped with 12 stainless steel shelves with 6 layers. The accessible part in the cabinet are all stainless steel, which is easy to clean and disinfect. The shelves are all adjustable to meet the requirements of plasma containers of various sizes. And this is blood basket. The blood baskets are optional. The capacity is 900 200 milliliter blood bags. And an important thing to understand with selling the product is that we use AI automatic defrosting technology. The unit achieves intelligent entry and exit without the need of human intervention, which greatly reducing the amount of frosting in the cabinet and the workload of manual defrosting. Also, the freezer is designed with no electric heating wire, which is more efficient, safer, and user-friendly. We know Thermo has a product with the same capacity, but they use electric heating wire throughout the machine, which has the risk of re-aging, electric leakage, and other safety risks due to defrosting. And we can say the insulation layer is 70 millimeter, which has a superior thermal insulation and energy saving effect. And additionally, the freezer adopts a dual system design, dual independent refrigeration system. This was added in case of one system fails, the other system can still maintain the temperature at -25 degrees to ensure the security and safety of the samples. Also, the freezer also equipped with standard RS485 interface, and the USB port is here. The USB port is also standard, which are able to storing more than 50 years of data. So to sum up, the third generation Biomedical cryogenic air-forced freezer is not only more powerful functionally, but also more user-friendly in design. So we finished the part of product introduction. The next part is case sharing. Let's hear about the successful experience from our end users and distributors.
Hello, I'm Charlotte.
And I'm Daniel, and we're the sales team in cold storage in Halden, Denmark.
Our journey with Hire began in 2018, close to the end of the year, and what a journey it has been so far.
Thanks to the support from the Hire team, we won a public tender.
This kickstarted the sales of the Hire ULT freezer, and it has only accelerated over the past years.
It all started with only a handful of hospitals, but quickly spread into governmental institutes and further into the private pharma industry.
It is an absolute pleasure selling and informing about the Hire ULT freezers because of the fantastic performance and the quality exceeds competitors by miles.
Many customers in Denmark agree with us, and why we have doubled our sales of Hire ULT freezers year on year in a country which is limited to 6.5 million people total.
However, our success is only existing due to the fact of the amazing and supportive Hire teams to whom we can always rely on.
From all of us at Halden, a grand thank you to Hire, and we look forward for many more successful years to come.
Добрый день. Компания Автех рада приветствовать наших партнеров из Китая. Мы уже много лет поставляем оборудование Hire Biomedical на российский рынок. Это в основном холодильники и морозильники. Сейчас мы поставляем также и другое лабораторное оборудование. Мы поставляем в нашу лабораторию морозильники на минус 86 градусов Цельсия, также на минус 40, на минус 20, но особый интерес наших пользователей отмечают низкотемпературное оборудование на минус 86 градусов Цельсия. Это вызвано тем, что продукция Haier Biomedical зарекомендовала себя как надежное, качественное оборудование современное, которое удовлетворяет всем нашим потребностям. Особо отмечают пользователи удобный дизайн, удобство пользования в целом и широкий модельный ряд. Мы продолжаем наши поставки оборудования в Россию и ждем новой интересной продукции от Haier Biomedical. Спасибо за внимание. Привет из России.
Thank you everybody for giving us your time and sharing your stories today. We really appreciate your contribution working with Haier Biomedical. My name is Stella Zheng. I'm the sales manager of Western Europe for Haier Biomedical. In this session, we listed some frequently asked questions about our ULT and biomedical freezers. The first question is about how to choose a medical refrigerator. An appropriate product shall be selected depending on the temperature required by sample storage. For example, plasma and pharmaceutical ingredients require to be stored in the temperature range from -30 to -40 degrees. So the recommended product is our -30 and -40 series biomedical freezer. And samples such as blood, urine, serum, etc. require to be stored in our -86 degree series ULT freezer. Is the stainless steel tank optional for ULT freezers? The answer is yes. It's optional for all ULT models. The advantages of a stainless steel tank is good looking and easy to clean. The disadvantages are that the stainless steel tank has a lower heat transfer rate and a higher cost comparing with a powder-coated tank. Is the printer optional for ULT freezers? Yes, a printer is optional for all ULT models, but it is not recommended to actively promote it to the users. Our ULT freezers have an optional adjustable tray. It's available as an accessory, used to place samples and other items such as cryo boxes. Do ULT freezers have a factory inspection report? Each freezer comes with a test report when leaving the factory. What are the HC refrigerants? How are refrigerants classified? Depending on the extent to which freon destroys the atmospheric ozone layer, The refrigerants are generally classified into CFC, HCFC, HFC, and HC. The first two have been banned by most of the countries as it damages the ozone layer seriously. HFC refrigerant has been officially banned by development countries such as the EU and Australia. It can be used as an alternative refrigerant, but it contributes significantly to the greenhouse effect. HC refrigerant is widely used and promoted by the EU, the US, Australia, and China as a pollution-free product of nature. It contributes little, almost zero, to the greenhouse effect. In fact, Haier Biomedical introduced the HC refrigerant ULT freezer in early 2014. Now, all of our ULT and biomedical freezers are using HC refrigerant. How can a ULT freezer with a large volume enter through a door opening? For ULT freezers with capacity more than 700 liters, the minimum door size shall be 890 mm. On the image to the below, you can see the procedure. The first step is to open the outer door of the freezer to 180 degrees, and then remove the front shield of the compressor compartment. In this way, the minimum size of the freezer is less than 890 mm. The DW86L578J can pass through an 830 mm door after removing the handle. The 338J and 388J can pass through a 750 mm door. How long can the optional backup system of the ULT freezer last? The holding time of the backup system depends on the user's supply of CO2 and LN2. The consumption rate is 3 to 5 kg per hour. Theoretically, the more abundant of CO2 LN2 supply is, the longer the system will last. How much does an ULT freezer weigh when it's fully loaded? Generally, it is the net weight of the freezer plus the weight of the fully loaded samples. The weight calculation of the freezer shall refer to the number of cryogenic ranks installed for each model as shown in the product catalog. For example, the weight of a 5+5 cryogenic rank is considered to be 17 kg. How to query the official website screenshot of the Energy Star certification? Here you can see the website, where you can find the Energy Star certificate of our model. Haier Biomedical is the first company to offer a full range of energy-saving ULT freezers in the industry with Energy Star certification. What are the differences between the various external interfaces? For RS232 interface, it's optional for our J-series ULT freezer, but it has been gradually replaced by RS485. Our BP, BPT, ST series are equipped with RS485 interface as standard. How to replace the battery for an ULT freezer? The batteries in all Haier ULT freezers provide a 12-volt power supply. The BP, BPT, ST series use lithium batteries. Other series use lead-acid batteries. How can a ULT freezer be fixed in a specific position? In addition to 4 universal casters, each ULT freezer is provided with a 2 fixed feet. What's the difference between the LT module and the cold chain module of ULT freezers? On the image to the right, you can see the LT module is the white one. It must be used together with Haier ULT freezers because it has no independent temperature probe. They cannot work independently. On the image to the left, you can see the blue cold chain module. It can work independently to monitor the freezers of other brands. And the last question, the warranty of Haier Biomedical ULT and biomedical freezer is 3 years for the complete machine and 5 years for the compressor.
And thank you, that's all for the FAQs. Over to you, Peter.
Thank you to the Higher Biomedical team and to our trusted partners for your support today. Again, any questions from today's webinar, please email to inquiry@higherbiomedical.com or visit our website at www.highermedical.com, or of course, contact your Higher Biomedical sales manager directly. I want to now give you a brief overview of the Higher Group, as it is important to give you some background about the group, Higher Biomedical, and the greater Higher family. Higher Biomedical is part of the greater Higher Group. The Higher Group is the global #1 manufacturer of household appliances as per the Euromonitor for the past 13 consecutive years. The household appliance division produces and sells around 20 million refrigerators and freezer units per annum. Globally, we are #1 in this sector. Our strength definitely is in our refrigeration history. Haier, through its globalization efforts, now has a coverage on each continent. With GE Appliances from America, Acra from Asia, Hoover Candy from the EU, and Fisher & Paykel for Oceania, as well as major expansions at home here in China with Leader and Kasati. With this expansion, the group's turnover is in excess of $40 billion USD, with 10 plus and open R&D centers, 28 industrial parks, 122 manufacturing centers, and 108 marketing centers, and a global sales network across more than 160 countries and regions. Okay, who's Haier Biomedical, and what's our competitive advantage? Global top 3 medical cold storage solution provider. We supply the full temperature coverage and full portfolio coverage from conventional refrigerator and freezer, ice line and STD vaccine refrigerator, walk-in cold room and automated storage systems, to name a few, that have UL, CE, Energy Star, PQS and NSF Global certifications. As the industry leader and IoT pioneer in our industry sector, Haier Biomedical provides solutions for biological sample, medicine, blood and vaccination management, including U-Biobank, U-Reagent, U-Blood, U-Vaccination and U-Lab. However, our key component to our success is that we are an environmentally friendly advocator. We take our corporate social responsibility seriously when it comes to being a truly green organisation. With our strong corporate social responsibility roots, we introduced the HC refrigerant ULT freezer in early 2014, the first company to offer a full range of energy-saving ULT freezers in the industry with Energy Star certification. And most recently, the development and manufacturing of our Stirling Ultra Cold new generation of energy-saving, environmentally friendly, ultra-low temperature freezers, which operate over a range of -86 to -20. In early 2020, Haier Biomedical opened our new IoT manufacturing plant in Qingdao's high-tech zone. 50,000 square meters over 2 floors on our 75,000 square meter facility, with a capacity in excess of 200,000 units a year. Exciting news is that in mid-2021, we commenced our expansion and construction of our new manufacturing facility just next door, adding another 95,000 square meters to our current 75,000 square meters. A total manufacturing site at 170,000 square meters. We will bring you more about our expansion in the coming months. And finally, we have 1,900 plus employees with a growing workforce globally as part of our globalization through localization. And to date, you can find us in over 160 plus countries. We have 500 plus intellectual property patents, 300 plus certified medical devices, reaching over 1 billion end users, as I mentioned earlier. Now that is a very quick snapshot of the size and reach of the greater Haier Group and Haier Biomedical. And to find out more, please ensure you follow us on social media platforms such as LinkedIn and Facebook. We have many updates weekly about the latest and the world's leading IoT solutions. Or of course visit www.highermedical.com and see all our products, team member contacts, and even do a virtual tour of our exhibition centre here in Qingdao, as we showed you earlier. In wrapping up, a big thank you again to the entire Haier Biomedical team, our partners overseas, the marketing department, and of course to you all. A big thank you for spending your precious time with us and taking time out of your day to hear from our team. We appreciate this very much. Our thank you and appreciation is not just for today, but for your ongoing commitment to working with Haier Biomedical across many markets around the world. To find out more, please contact us through, as I mentioned earlier, social media, email, or through today's link. It is also important to remind us that Haier Biomedical's goal is to deliver what the market needs through innovation and technology, to support users' needs and demands with our zero-defect, quality assurance manufacturing system and after-sales quality service. And during these indifferent times, we have been in cooperation with United Nations organisations, built a global vaccine ecosystem to support healthcare networks with complete cold chain processes, from production, transportations, customs clearance, distribution, installation, and maintenance to inoculation, to ensure the safety, security, and reliability of the vaccine to the last mile. And finally, from the entire team, we look forward to working together with you and your teams to continue together to solve the needs of all through effective, innovative, and technologically advanced biomedical solutions to ensure healthcare equality for all. Again, if you have any questions, please email us at inquiry@hirebiomedical.com or visit our website for more information about Hire Biomedical's products and solutions. That's it from us, and we wish you a good morning, afternoon, or evening. Thank you and stay safe. Goodbye for now.